Ahoy! He's Straw, he's Parker, together we are the Battlehammer. But obviously all of that isn't a thing because of stuff. So it's just me playing Spirit Island. Now, to all of you Spirit Island fans out there, this guy, he's in the new Kickstarter, the new Jagged Kickstarter, which I just received just to the day. So I thought I'd dig out Spirit Island again and go through some of the new spirits and see how they play and stuff. If anyone's coming here who's got like a Spirit Island, you know, knowledge and stuff, and they play a lot of Spirit Island, I am still very much a noob. I picked up, you can check out in some of our older videos, I picked up the original game. We do have the Branch and Claw expansion, although I haven't used it yet. I've pretty much only used the 4 basic spirits, so this is probably going to be a bit much for me. As you can see up there, I haven't used a scenario or a what's the word, adversary. I've just used a base version of the game, as it were, but I've added all the events from all of the sets. I've got all the minor powers and major powers, and this is one of the new spirits in the Jagged Earth expansion. I'm going to be playing it purely solo because I'm not a massive fan of playing two-handed games. Just my personal preference. I may well do so if people in the comments down below really want to see that. I'm happy to change stuff around if people prefer, oh, you should really play two-handed because that's the best way to play, or whatever. I'm happy to do that sort of stuff. But generally speaking, I prefer pure. If I'm going to play a solo game, I want it to be a proper solo experience. So I'll play it with one spirit or whatever you play. I kind of find when people say, hey, it's a solo game but you play as 2 players, well, that's not really a solo game, that's a 2-player game you're playing on your own. One of the things I love about Spirit Island is it is a pure solo experience. Obviously I would like to play it with more people, but we can't do that right now. I am playing as, today, Shroud of Silent Mist. A spirit of disillusion and the cold silence of death, creeping quietly down from the hills and across the open waters. Its trail is adorned with dew-covered leaves and the bones of small animals. Some legends say Shroud of Silent Mist came from the final breath of a Dahan spirit speaker who spoke too freely of secrets entrusted to him, for which his soul form was afflicted with a death-bringing curse. Others claim it was born from legends and tales rather than from any actual person, for the story of Kudura shows that human and spirit do not so readily transform into each other. Put 2 things on your starting board, which I've done in the right place. Play style, apparently, constantly shifting and moving its presence around the board. Hurt more than most by presence lost due to its desire to surround and envelop the invaders. Can slowly clear the most built up of lands, but its real strength is the free fear from slow and silent death. Extremely limited energy income, that can stretch to major powers if it manages to gather enough energy from its special rules. As you can see, its complexity is high, pretty good at offense control, very good at fear, less good at defense and utility. From the front of the board, growth is reclaim cards and gain a power card. Add 2 presence on spaces where you've already got presence. Gain a power card and put presence down in a mountain or wetland. There's your presence options, there's your card play options. Kind of like this one is the move 1 presence. Pretty cool, because if you can surround people and you get suffocating Shroud up, then you can do more damage, but I'll explain that as we go. And then with this Lost in the Swelling Haze, you can push Dahan and or invaders around. A bunch of special rules. Gather power from the cool and dark. Once per turn, when you gain a power card without fire, you gain an energy. So that's cool. So really it's kind of not forcing you, but it's encouraging you to get ones with these and not with that, so you're going to get more energy to do stuff with. Mischief and flow. When targeting a land with a power, you may gather 1 of your presence into the target or an adjacent land. This can enable you to meet range and targeting requirements. That's cool, so you can move your stuff around if it's range 2 and I already got range 1, well, I'll just shuffle myself in because you're targeting. That's pretty cool. Slow and Silent Death. Invaders and Dahan in your lands don't heal damage. So that's a thing. So it behooves me to be kind of on this space here. That if I do 1 point of damage to this town, oh, can you see that? Yeah. If I do 1 point of damage to this town, it won't heal it straight away. That's good because during time passes, you gain a fear per land of yours with damaged invaders. Gain 1 energy per 3 lands of yours with damaged invaders. Yeah. So you gain fear and or energy for being in places with damaged invaders. So that's pretty cool. So this is Shroud of Silent Mist. Probably not the easiest one to play, but I noticed it didn't have any beasts or whatever, which I haven't used from Branch and Claw yet, so I thought that was cool. I really like the art. I like fear in this game, so it was something that I wanted to go for, really. Cards, what do we start with? We start with a fast 0, which does a bunch of stuff. Gives you 2 fear. If your things in target land would be destroyed, its owner may, if possible, instead push that, so that's pretty cool. And then you can gather stuff as well. Unnerving Paul. 1 fear, up to 3 damaged invaders do not participate in Ravage. That's pretty cool. Or 1 fear and then defend for your stuff. So that's pretty cool. Fog closes in. Each adjacent land with your thing, 1 damage to a different invader. Now that's cool because you're doing damage to different invaders. So you can do 1 point of damage to a town and or city, and then that will generate you fear, and then next turn you can finish them off, which is cool. And then we've got Dissolving Vapours. Ooh. 1 fear, 1 damage to each invader, 1 damage to each thing. Again, you're looking at 1 point of damage, so you can harm things partially, then time passes and you get fear, and then next turn you can finish them off. So that's kind of what you're thinking of. Poke stuff a bit, generate some fear, finish stuff off. I mean, like I say, I'm definitely a noob. I've probably played 6 or 7 games of this in total. The 4 major spirits. I've got 1 video or 2 on Patreon, which you can find out links for in the description down below if you want to do that. Thunder Speaker was a lot of fun in my last Patreon video for Spirit Island. So let's do this. Let's get rid of these nasty invaders. So where's the thingy? First of all, I've set up the Explore deck, the Fear deck. Events is just events. I've got my other cards and whatnot. So the first Explore, which happens before I do anything, is going to be in the sandy areas. So we've got 1 here where the beasts are, and 1 down here where my Dahan are. So that's cool. So now it is my go. I get to do growth. Oh no, sorry, should have put these on. Didn't, because I wanted to show you the cards. And I'm a bit of a goob. Poop, poop, and 1 more. Poop. So I'm going to want to do some growth, I think. Yes. Don't need any power cards just yet. This is the thing. It's going to be hard for me to get energy. So I'm going to use this middle one, add a presence to within 0. Boop. And add another presence within 0. Boop. That's going to potentially be, I don't know about frustrating, that's definitely going to be a thing. So that gives me, then it's the gain energy. I gain 1 solitary energy. Wow. And I can play 2 cards. Wow. Wow. That's the thing. And then I play and pay for power cards. Well, I can't do Dissolving Vapours because that costs 2 energy, so straight up can't do that. So, and I can play 2 cards, one of which will have to be Flowing and Silent Forms Dart By, because that costs 0 presence. And then I've got Unnerving Pile or Fog Goes In. I don't necessarily need to worry about Ravaging just yet, but Fear is good. Or I can use Fog Closes In to destroy a town in the slow phase. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I've got a 0 and a 1. That costs me 1 energy, which I spend put in my little tub of fun. And then I'm looking at fast stuff. Well, coolly enough, I can do Suffocating Shroud because I've got 1 moon, 2 air and 1 water. So I can do Suffocating Shroud. That's a slow power. Just put a little thing there to remind me. And because I've got 1 and 2 of those as well, I can also do Lost in Swirling Haze. They're going to be slow ones, so I'm not worried about those just yet. This one's a slow one, so we're going to do this fast one. Flowing and Silent Forms Dart By. It's range 0. 2 fear if invaders are present, and that's pretty much it. So, do I want to move stuff yet? Not yet. I can do that in the slow phase. When targeting with a power, I may gather 1, so I can worry about that then. So 2 fear, that's pretty much all that does. And then it does, oops, stuck together, so it's 2 fear. When the target land, when the presence in the target land would be destroyed, its owner may, if possible, push that. And then you can gather something of another spirit with their permission. No, I'm not, yeah, that's cool. Don't need to worry about being destroyed because there's no ravaging, but I get a couple of points of fear, which is always fun. So that's done. And then that's the slow stuff. Then we do the Invader Phase. Blighted Island, don't have to worry about. Event, let's draw an event card and see what it does. So, Seeking the Interior, Stage 1. In each coastal land, push 1 explorer inland. So he will go to there. That's okay. And then he won't build there. I can kill him later on. Sweet. Then local diaspora I don't have to worry about because I'm in stage 1, not stage 2 or 3. Then Beast's Prowl. Each beast generates 1 fear if invaders are present and moves to an adjacent land if not. So I've got 1 dude here, he's got a beast. The beast is prowling, he's scared, generating some more lovely fear. Love it. And then Forsake the Barren Land. On each board, push 2 Dahan from a land with Blight to a land without Blight. Well, there's no Dahan in a land with Blight. Sorry, that was pretty good. I'm okay with that. Then Fear Effects, don't have to worry about that. Ravage, no need to worry about it. Build on the sand area. This guy's going to build a little housey house. Bloop, explore in the waterways. So we get a little dude here and a little dude there. Now I get to do my slow powers. So I have got Fog Closes In, my Suffocating Shroud, and Lost in the Swirling Haze. So that gets me to push Dahan, but only in range 0, so I could push that guy. Not concerned about that right now. That's just going to be a straight up 1 point of damage, which is nice. And this will allow me, for each adjacent land, 1 damage to a different invader. So let's have a little look. So I'm going to want to damage this building, but I'm also going to want to damage this building, because if I can damage them both, that gets me 2 points of fear, which is nice. So I think I'm going to do fog closes in on this space, because it's range 0, and I've already got a sacred site there. Do 1 damage to for each adjacent land with your thing, 1 damage to a different invader. So I'd only do the 1 damage unless I do something else first. So because of mist, shift and flow, I can gather stuff first. So I'm going to move. So I can target this land with suffocating shroud. Although it's range 0, because of mist, shift and flow, I can move one of my presents into here, which is nice. And then I can do 1 damage, and I can do that to the building. Bosh. Then, that's done. Then I can do fog closes in, and I can do that on this space. For each adjacent land with your presence, 1 damage to a different invader. So I've got 2 lands with presence, so I can do 1 to kill him and 1 damage to him. Okay. Fog closes in, it's done. Now I can do Lost in Swirling Haze, which means I can push up to 2 Dahan. They're going to do... Can't really defend the Dahan, I need defence. Do I want to move them into there? No. I can defend that. Yeah. Let's... oh, it's only pushing up to 1. So I'll push this Dahan into here. Yeah. Yep, there we go. And that is all my slow powers done. Time passes. They get discarded, and any damage and elements go away. So, no, during time passes, 1 fear per land of yours with damaged invaders. Now I've got damaged invader here and a damaged invader here, so it gives me 2 fear. 1 gets me a card, there you go back, and 2 does that. Ooh, so we've got some fear. Ooh, spooky ghosts! Right, now it's time for growth. I think that... they're ravaging. That's okay. I'm going to have to do that there, aren't I? Ugh, should have done that. Oh well. You live and you learn. I think I am going to have to gain a power card. Yes. So I'm going to gain a power card and add a presence to a mountain or wetland. So I'm going to gain a power card, going to be a minor power. 1, 2, 3, 4 minor powers, and I get to pick one. Well, I don't want one with fire on it, so let's ignore that one. I do want air, moon and water, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go with Voracious Growth. It does give me a water. It doesn't give me a moon, which is slightly disappointing, but it does do 2 damage on a place with a what's the word? Sacred Site, and that's cool because I can move stuff around, so I can create sacred sites quite easily. Even if I don't have a lot of stuff on the board, I can move stuff. So we're going to have Voracious Growth. It's a slow one, range 1 of a sacred site, 2 damage, or remove a blight only in jungle or wetlands. That's cool. Generates water, which is kind of good for my things here. And it doesn't generate fire, so that gives me a point of energy. Woot! And I get to place my presence. I'm going to do this one, which allows me to move a presence during the thing phase. To a within 3, and it's a mountain or wetland. I think I'm going to want to put it there. I think. There we go. So I've got 3 cards, 1 energy. I generate another point of energy. I can place up to 2 cards and move a presence. So do I want to move a presence? That's going to depend on what I want to do with those things. Where are we ravaging? Oh, now this is the thing, because I've got some 2 card. I've got a 2 card and 2 1s, so I can play my 2 1s or I can play my 2. I think I'm going to play my 2 1s. 2 energy. We've got fast and slow. I generate not enough to do either of my innate powers, which is slightly frustrating. But I generate another point of fear because this is fast, and then I decide, do I want to make sure that 3 damaged invaders do not participate in Ravage? Yes. And I'm going to use it on this location here because that will protect them from the ravaging, because he's only got 1 point, so he won't do any blight, so that won't get rid of this. So that's cool. And then this one's slow. Do I want to move any presents around? Good question. Do I want to move any presents around? Because I can do that. I can move a presence 1. Yeah, I'm going to move this guy to there to make sure that this is the sacred site, which is more central. So if it turns out in the slow phase that a bunch of stuff's happened, then I might be able to affect more things. That's cool. So that's my fast powers and my growth done. Probably should have done that first, but you know, I'll let myself off. Don't have to worry about Blighted Island. Now we've got an event. What's going to happen here? Slave Rebellion. Oh, discard and redraw if not playing against the Kingdom of France. Oh no. Sacred sites under threat. Oh dear. Invaders have begun to find hidden places of natural power. You may let the island's strength repulse them. Each sacred site pushes one explorer or thingy to an adjacent land, and then you remove one blight per player from the blight card, returning it to the box. So more likely to get that healthy island. Bad. Guard them yourself for well or ill. 3 energy per land where you do damage. Huh. Well, I can't do that because I don't have any energy. Aided by fire, don't have any fire, so that aided by is not going to help me. So each pushes one thing or thing to an adjacent land. That's disappointing. Although I could do that. Ooh. Frustrations. Do I want to push him away? Oh, now, if I move this away, then I could probably attack there, but they're going to build this turn, so I don't want that to happen. Same with that. Push something over to here, not worry about it. Let's push the Explorer to here. Is that right? No. I'm going to push the town to here, and I'll explain why when it happens. Okay, oh well. So, oh, and then Beast's Prowl. Each beast generates a fear of presence, so that's going to generate a point of fear, which is nice. Spirit Speakers solve riddles of power. Each spirit with at least 4 Dahan in its lands, which I do not have, generates a minor power. So, no. That was the events. Then we got Fear. Ooh, spooky fear. A belief takes root. Defend 2 in all lands with presence. That's actually will make no difference at all. But, you know, that's cool. Tasty. That's the only problem with the fear sometimes, is like you go, haha, I've done this thing and I generate the fear, which is completely useless at this stage. Oh well. Or it might be game saving. Then we do the ravaging. So, ravaging in the sand areas. Nothing here. Here, I've now got defend of 4. No, defend 2. So, he does nothing, which is good. Then we build in the waterways. So, there's already 2 towns. So I put city. Eesh. And here we put a town. Then that moves across. And then we've got exploring in the mountains. That presents the next build and it's then removed. Okay. Next turn's going to be a thing. But might be able to do some cool stuff. Emphasis on the word might. So, voracious growth. Oh, I ballsed that up. I think I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? So I'm going to do Voracious Growth, got a range of 1, so I'm going to attack this place and I'm going to do 1, 2 points of damage to get rid of those 2 towns, which generates me 1, 2 fear and a fear card for next turn. That was that slow power, which is done. Didn't get those. Time passes, so they go away. The defend comes back to me. However, I don't have anything that's taking damage, so I don't generate any more fear. Wow. I was thinking about defending against, doing 2 damage to that, and then hopefully doing some damage later on. But they would have ravaged before I could have done any damage to them, so I thought that was probably the safest option there. I've only got 1 card left. New turn. My growth is going to have to be reclaim cards and gain a power card. We'll go for a minor power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, baby. Say you love me. 5, 6, 7 times. Well, they're all 1. One's fast. Not going to take that one that generates fire. Moon I like, air I like, water I like. The only one with both is Dire Metamorphosis. Does fear and damage. Oh, and then makes everything horrible because you add blight as well. Oh, I don't like that very much. Dark and Tangle Woods, however, does 2 fear. I think I like that. Does generate moon, which is good. Doesn't generate anything else I like, but on the plus side, it will generate me a point of energy. So I'm going to take that Dark and Tangled Woods, put those minor powers back to the bottom, and that generates me a point of energy because it doesn't bring fire with it. So that's cool. Eesh. Then that was growth, gain energy. I gain a single point of energy. Wow. Then I can play 2 cards and move a present. So I'm going to have a quick look. Well, I'm not going to play that because that costs 2 energy. I'm looking at that and that. Definitely need a moon. And 2 air, ideally. So what was that fast one I just took? That's 2 fear. However, oof. So ravaging in the waterways, they're going to do 3 damage and kill those to harm unless I can defend them. I'm going to want to do Unnerving Pile. Yeah, I'm going to want to do that. And then I'm going to want another air and a water. So it's going to be one of these 2. Shy Halud. Let's do that one for 0. So that cost me 1 energy. They're both fast, which is pretty cool. I've got 1 moon, 2 air and 1 water, so I do get to do a Suffocating Shroud. Also got 1 air and 2... No, so I can't do Lost in Swirling Haze. However, these are both fast, so I get to do them both. I'm going to do... Going to have to do... unnerving pal on this, but because of misshifts and flow I can move this one into here. So that gives me defend 2, which will defend against that town. And I generate a fear, which is nice. Then flowing and silent forms dart by. I'm going to cast that on this space. Oh, that's now got defend 2. And this space will have flowing and silent forms dart by, which generates me 2 fear, giving me another fear card. Oh, all I've got to do now is get rid of all the towns and cities. Yeah, possible. And when the target land will be destroyed, which it would be by this, instead I get to push it somewhere. So it stops my spooky stuff from getting destroyed, which is good, I guess. And they're done, and that's slow. So, Invader Phase, haven't got a Blighted Island yet. Event. Ooh, Healthy Island. Invaders surge in land. On a coastal land, each board move 1 town, 1 or 2 lands inward. Ooh. I've already got defend of 2, so I don't really need to worry about that. I have to do it, don't I? Boo. Grrr. I definitely don't want to do that. Well, let's move this town into here then. Grim Toll. On each board, choose a land with disease. On that land, do 2 damage to invaders and 2 damage to Dahan. Well, that's only this one. 2 damage to invaders. 1, 2. Nice. No Dahan. Don't have to worry about that. Canny defense. During Ravage, in every land, defend 1 per Dahan in the land. Well, this land's going to be fine. I defend 1. Still going to do 2 damage. That's slightly frustrating. Oh well. Although, got fears first, haven't I? So we've got the first fear card. We are now in terror level 2. Each player removes 1 doodle town from a land with beasts or disease, or at least 2 Dahan. 2 Dahan I don't have to worry about, but here I've got beast. So I can remove this town. Now, because it says remove and not destroy, don't generate any fear, but that's cool. Yay. Depart the dangerous land. Jog on. Next fear card. Angry mobs, terror level 2. In each land with 2 or more dudes, destroy 1 dude per 2 dude. Well, 1 town per 2 explorers, but there's not 2 explorers anywhere, so I don't have to worry about that. Well, that was alright. Then we've got Ravaging in the waterways. This one's defended to the hilt, and then the Dahan kill him. Yeah, shiver him in the kidneys. This one, however, was not defended, so it does 3 damage. No, it does 1. Defend 1, so it's 2 damage. Does a point of blight. 2 damage kills the Dahan. Oh no, because they've got defense 1, so they only take a point of damage, don't they? Yeah, good call. No, 2 damage is enough to kill Dahan. Shut up, Parky. However, my presence is instead pushed. Let's push it again. We're going to push it into this space. I think, yes. Yes, we are. That's the Ravaging done. And then we build. I would build here, but I don't because the disease is there. So instead we lose the disease and it doesn't build. And this mountain area, they build a little house. Oh no. Where are they going to explore? Back in the mountains. I forget what this means. So bear with me a moment. Oh, that's to do with escalation with the adversaries. So I don't have to worry about that because I'm not using adversaries at the moment because I am a total noob. So more mountains. So exploring here and exploring here. Oh, that's not cool. There you jog on. Then it's just my slow thing, which is Suffocating Shroud, 1 damage within range 0. Ooh, I could do that. I'd do a point of damage to that. And then I generate just the 1 fear. I could do that. Still generate 1 fear. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 point of damage from Suffocating Shroud on this little town. Little town. And that's me done. Okay, so that's my slow stuff. Then time passes, so we get rid of those. Would heal stuff. We only don't heal stuff. Invaders in your lands don't. Boo, so this will heal. Oh no, that's not cool. But this doesn't. During time passes, I gain a point of fear. Right. Okay, wow. New turn. Spirit Phase got some growth going on. Now I can only really gain... Can't do the Outer Presence twice to 0 because I've got 2 Sacred Sites. Don't really want to reclaim my cards just yet. Let me just double check a thing. Page 15 for Blight. I'm not sure if I can put my things back. As you can hear, I am a totes noob. Doesn't say I can't move back into Blight. So that's something. I probably want to be over there so I can do some stuff. So I'm going to gain a power card and add a presence to a mountain or wetland. So I'm going to gain a power card, still minor because I'm not getting any energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any with fire? Yes. Get rid of those. That's pretty cool. Is that cool? Oh no, that's another thing. So I'm going to have to pick Elemental Boon. Doesn't have any fire on it, so I don't generate that. I get an energy, which is good. And target spirit gains 3 different elements of their choice, which is quite cool. And I get to place a presence. We'll place this moon, and we will place it there. Oh no, because we're ravaging, aren't we? I'm going to place it there. Oh, this could be bad. Okay, then I gain energy from that. I can play up to 2 cards, and I've got 3 whole energies. That's potentially useful. Got a fat stack of moons. 3 isn't going to be anything specific though, unless I really want to get 4. But yeah, going to want to generate some more fear, aren't I? Where are we? Ooh, ooh, that's handy, Harry. Stick that in the oven. Definitely going to want to do Dark and Tangled Woods because it generates me fear, and if it's a mountain, I defend 3, which is super tasty. Then I can only play one more card. Ugh. Decisions. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen of the interwebs. Scheißerkopf. Need more water. Which I can't get enough air. Oh, need more cards. Display dissolving vapors. That's going to cost me all 3 of my energy again. Hey, energy's tight. But hopefully, things. Okay, so I don't get enough. I've got one of those, I don't have 2 of those. I've got one of those, I don't have 2 of those, so I can't do any of those. Sad. Where? That's slow, so I'm not worried about that yet. Dark and Tangled Woods is fast. Range 1, yes. Generates 2 fear, and if it's that or that, I defend 3. That's happening. Oh no, that's going to happen. I think I have to do it there, annoyingly. Yeah. So, going to do it in this space here. Generates me 2 fear. 1, 2. It is mountain, so I defend 3. So, that's going to happen. That's good. Then, dissolving vapors won't happen until next the slow bit. Blight Island don't have to worry about yet, but we'll do event. Be something good. Healthy Island, putting down roots on an island inland on each board. Replace 1 dude. Wow, with the town. Oh, I don't like that. Yeesh. Well, I don't know what's coming, so let's put it here. Hopefully the beasts will chew him up. Then we have Stricken. Invaders do not ravage in lands with disease or strife, which I don't have to worry about. And then drive all the interlopers. Each player may push 1 explorer or town from a land with Dahan, which I don't have any. That was silly. No fear effects. Now we've got some ravaging. So ravage in the mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage. Does a point of blight to there. Then we flip the healthy island into erosion of will. Immediately 2 fear per player. 1, 2. Huh, that's cool. Oh. Each spirit destroys 1 of their presence and loses an energy. Let's destroy a presence then. Woo. I haven't got any energy to lose at least. And then we put on 3 blight per player. And we've got Blighted Island. Boo. Here we have Ravaging, but I'm defense 3. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 1 point of damage, which isn't enough to do anything. Then we do some building. This builds a town because there's a city there. This got a town. No, this has got a city, so a town goes there. This has got a town, so a city goes there. Boo. And we do some exploring in the sand areas. Oh no. Everything's coming up Millhouse. And then all I've got is my dissolving vapours. Which is range 0, but I can move stuff around to do 1 damage to each invader and 1 damage to each Dahan. Ooh. I think I'm going to want to do it. I'm going to want to do it here. So I am going to do 1 damage to 1 point of fear. Ooh. 1 damage to each invader. 1, 2, 3, and 1 point of damage to him as well. Because I destroyed a town, that gives me a point of fear, which we like. And 1 damage to each Dahan, but there are no Dahan there. So that goes away. And then, time passes, I generate Land of mine with damaged invaders. Is just this one here, so I generate a point of fear, which gives me another fear card for next turn, which is good. I've got 3 cities on the board. Oh, and Blight. Oh no. Well, I could put down some more presents, which I think I might have to do, so I get more energy, because I'm going to need some frickin' energy. So I'm going to do this, add a present 0, add a present 0, so 1, 2, both from here to give me the energy and the water, and that can be 1 there, 1 there, because then I'm going to get ravaged. I don't get any cards, got cards in my hand. I get 2 energy. I can play up to 2 cards and move a presence. Oof. Well, what would that give me? Give me 3 water, no moon. Oh, and moon, but only 1 air. If I play that, I can get whatever I want. Potential for 2 moon, but that's all that does. Okay, plays these 2 cards. Fog Closes In and Voracious Growth both cost 1 energy. I then get 1, not that. Don't get Suffocating Shroud, but I do get Lost in Swirling Haze. Woo! And they're both slow, so I'm going to have to wait until it's my go. Yikes. Blighted Island effect. That's just happened, right? Double check, because I am a simpleton and I am a noob. It doesn't happen every turn now, right? Page 15. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. I think it just happens. Yeah, it just happens when it happens. But if there was a Blighted Island effect that did continue to affect, it would do it now. Fear cards. Right, be something awesome. Game. Oh no, event first, sorry. What are we in? Stage 2, urbanisation. In each land with at least 2 towns, replace half the towns with cities. But there's no one with 2 towns, so that's good. Stricken, don't have to worry about that. Retreat on each board. Push 2 Dahan from a land with a city. So I don't have to do anything there. That was nice and simple. Now I've got my fear effects. Okay, we're in terror level 2. Each player may gather 1 explorer into a land with a town or city, or gather 1 town into a land with a city. How am I going to do a bunch of damage somewhere, like in this turn? Oh, that's going to get screwed over, isn't it? Oh, forgot about ravaging. Going to get done. No, nothing's going to help me particularly, I don't think. Oh no, I can put all this guy into here. Yeah, for some reason. Then, fudge. Toffee fudge. Then I've got my next fear card. Trade suffers. Each player may replace 1 town with 1 explorer in a coastal land. Well, that's going to be you. Eek. Now we do all the ravaging and badness. So ravage in the mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage here. That's a point of blight. Oh, is that from last? No, that's gone, isn't it? Which also destroys my presence, which is bad. And here we've got Cascading Blight, so I'll have to double check that. I've got a bad feeling that this could be game over. Cascade, blah 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 blah. Page 15. Oh no, I had a blight to a land. Bam, there's already blight there. That cascades. Also add 1 additional blight to any 1 adjacent land. We put some blight here. I lose the game. No! Sad face. Oh, that's disappointing. Sorry guys, gals, and otherwise. I tried. I did try. Like I say, I am still a total noob. These higher complex, slightly more complicated spirits are, you know, I don't have the some people have got like the brain, they see the matrix and they just go, you must do this, this and this because this and this will happen. I haven't got that yet. I do like Shroud of Silent Mist though, definitely a bit more complex because you've got to move stuff around and do things. Annoyingly this turn, when all my slow stuff would kick off, I'd probably destroy another, oh yeah, could have destroyed that city, or removed Blight, which would have saved me a little bit, and done some more damage as well to things, which would have then generated me more fear, so I would have only had to get rid of the cities. Ugh. Close, but no cigar. No cigar for me today. No teddy bear, no. You do not pass go, do not collect 200 spirit points. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. It's the only problem with these board games sometimes is they're less interesting for you if I lose. But next time I will try a different spirit. If you've got anything that you particularly want to see from the Jagged Earth expansion, let me know in the comments down below. If you've got any advice for the game, let me know in the comments down below. I really appreciate it. Hope you're all doing okay. Obviously this is not our, well I say obviously, to some new viewers it won't be obvious, but this is not our normal content. This is kind of different stuff because normally it would be Straw and I doing be me. It would be me and Straw. Yeah, that's the thing I learned. It would be me and Straw doing 2-player miniature games, but we can't do that right now, so I'm playing some solo board games. Straw's playing some solo miniature games, so do check other stuff out on the channel. If you like what we do and you want to help out, we've got Patreon link down below. We've got various affiliate links with places like Whaling Games, Wildstorm Games and Amazon. The most important thing you can do, if you do nothing else, don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it and want to subscribe. If you don't like it and don't want to subscribe, you don't have to like and subscribe, but we would like it if you liked and subscribed. And until next time, stay hammered. Do, 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 do.